And I told myself I will never work for a large company again, and I haven't since.
Wow.
Well, up until just recently, but for 15 years, I said, I'm going to do it by myself. So, I did go back to the oil and gas industry, but as a consultant. And then about 10 years ago, I started a service company. Basically started it with nothing. I had 35 grand in my pocket. And as a drilling consultant, made some money, threw it in the business. And, 4 years later, we were making over 10 million a year.
Wow.
And I started in North Dakota, expanded to West Texas, came to Houston, and just last year I ended up selling my half of the company to my brother-in-law, and now he's running the company. I wanted to go out and do something different. And my passion has kind of changed from, all the things I learned and failed, from 2020 and that debacle and how terrible it was for small business owners.
Right.
At the time, we were doing just 10 million in 19 and it dropped down to 3 million. I had 30 employees, went down to 4 employees. And I was able to make it through, but there was so many heartache and pitfalls that I did previously that I wish I'd have known, but I learned the hard way. And so I got to the point where I sold and I said, now I want to do something that serve other people. I want to serve the business owners. There's so many mistakes I've made, and with the information I have now, I want to help those, whether you're 1 year in, you're 5 years in, you're doing your first million, you're doing your first 5 million. There's these goals and steps you have to take, but it gets tougher along the way. And I feel like there's so many entrepreneurs that are probably between that $1 and $10 million range.
Yeah.
That how do you get over the next edge? How do you do the next thing? So that's truly my passion now, is to help those that way.
Yeah. And, that's one thing people don't know. It's like, that 1 million to 2 million is hard. That 2 million to 7 is hard. And then from 7 to 10 is hard. And then I think 13 is, I don't know, there are these, I don't want to call them hurdles, but there are these steps and these layers that you just have to always be working on and figuring out how to get there, because what worked for the first one's probably not going to work for the next one.
100% correct. I would say we ran the same business model from 1 to 3 million, and then 3 to 6 was different, and then 7 to 10 was different.